Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum to all of you. This is Muhammad Latif. The subject name is Inorganic Material Chemistry, CAM 3115. The topic which I am going to discuss today is Sol Gel Synthesis, lecture number 2. Key concepts: how is Sol stabilized, point of zero charge, double layer aquamedia, coagulation flocculation, silica gel through Sol gel processing, hydrolysis and condensation, silica gel formation. How is a Sol stabilized? A Sol consists of liquid with colloidal particles which are not dissolved but do not agglomerate or sediment. Small particles tend naturally to agglomerate due to van der Waals forces and a tendency to decrease the total surface energy. In order to counteract the van der Waals interaction, repulsive forces must be established. Steric hindrance surfactant: adsorption of layer of organic molecules. Particles are prevented from approaching each other, reducing the role of the van der Waals forces. Work best in the concentrated dispersion and organic media. Electrostatic repulsion: adsorption of charged species onto the surface of the particle. Repulsion between the particles and agglomeration will be prevented. Aqueous solution: point of zero charge. All particles have ionic group that control the surface potential. Counter ions in the solution will cover this layer, shielding the rest of the solution from the surface charges. For hydrous oxides, the surface potential will be determined by reaction with the ions hydrogen and hydroxyl. The surface potential is pH dependent. At the pH, the particle becomes charge neutral, is referred to as point of zero charge. Typical values of some compounds: magnesium oxide 12, aluminium oxide 9, titanium oxide 6, tin oxide 4.5, silicon dioxide is 2.5. Point of zero charge depend upon somewhat on the size of the particle and the degree of the condensation. Double layer aquamedia: in an electric field, the particle will move toward the electrode with the opposite charge. It will carry the adsorbed layer and the part of the counter ions. The slip plane divides the part that moves with the particle and the solution. The potential at the slip plane is called the zeta potential, Fz. The pH for which zeta potential is zero is called the isoelectric point. The stability of the colloid depends on zeta potential. The larger the zeta potential value, the more the stable the colloid should be greater than 30 to 50 millivolt. Given the same surface potential, the repulsive forces will increase with the particle size. Coagulation flocculation: coagulation of a Sol may occur if the surface potential is lowered by changing the pH. By increasing the number of counter ions, an increase in the concentration of the counter ions result in a decrease of the thickness of the double layer. In some cases, coagulation colloid may be redispersed. This is called peptizing. This is done by removing the surplus counter ions by washing or by adding charge ion, that the double layer is restored. Silica gel through Sol gel processing. A Sol gel processing occur in several steps: hydrolysis and condensation of the molecule, formation of Sol, gelation, Sol gel transformation, aging and drying. Hydrolysis and condensation: the starting point for formation of a silica gel may be alkoxide or silanol. These are reacted to give siloxane group. Here are two processes from which the Sol gel is synthesized: acid and base catalysis. Acid catalysis condition, polymeric gel is formed. In base catalyzed condition, the particulate gel is formed. In acid catalyzed condition, near gel point, hydrolysis reaction is speeded up more efficiently than the condensation reaction in tackled primarily linear macromolecules. Polymer chains are weakly cross-linked and structure can be highly compacted before gelation. In base catalyzed conditions, branched clusters near gel point growth and additional branching, and gel point residual species in between the clusters. Silica gel formation. The starting material for formation of silica gel are usually sodium silicate oxide, water glass or silicon alkoxide. The difference are given below. Water-based system. Sodium silicate oxide is dissolved in water. The reactive group in water glass are silanol. Gelation therefore starts with a change in pH morphology controlled by pH presence of the salt concentration. Water-free system alkoxides. Alkoxide is dissolved in an organic solvent, usually an alcohol. Hydrolysis and reaction occur, converting silicon alkoxide to silicon hydroxide. Sol gel therefore starts by adding water plus catalyst. Alkoxide systems are complex with many parameters, allow control of the reaction, two reaction paths, acidic and basic environments. Alkoxide reaction in acidic environment, water-free system. Oxygen atom in silicon hydroxide or silicon alkoxide is protonated and the hydroxyl or alkyl group are good leaving group. The electron density are shifted from the silicon atom, making it more accessible for reaction with water hydrolysis or silanol condensation as shown in the given below. Alkoxide reaction in basic environment, water-free system. Nucleophilic attack by hydroxyl or silicon oxide on the central silicon atom. These species are formed by dissociation of water or silicon hydroxide. The reaction are of SN2 type where hydroxyl group replaces alkyl group. Hydrolysis or or silanolate replaces hydroxyl or alkyl group. Condensation as shown in figure. When using silicon alkoxide, acid or base must be used to catalyze the reaction. Parameter that control condensation. The condensation process is dynamic and must be steered in the desired direction by adjusting parameter, type of precursor and electron density on silicon atom. Here we can see that as the oxygen atom is kept on increasing, the reaction will move towards the condensation and ultimately the silica gel is formed. The ratio between alkoxide and water, type of catalyst used, type of acid or basis, pH, competition between hydrolysis and condensation versus pH, type of solvent, polarity, protonic, stabilizes various species, temperature, relative absolute concentration of the reactants. The stability and reactivity of the silicon alkoxide are influenced by a steric factor. Bulky ligand slow down the hydrolysis. Parameter that control condensation. Electron density on silicon will influence the reaction rate. as shown in the reaction below. Acid catalyzed reaction demands high electron density and base catalyzed reaction demand low electron density. This results in acid catalyzed reaction. More straight chain are formed. By the base catalyzed reaction, more branched network is formed. The reaction states that a water ratio of 2 is needed to convert everything to silicon dioxide. A water ratio of 1 leads to complete hydrolysis into condensation. Increasing the water content will reduce the condensation. Reducing the water content increases the condensation. Parameter that control condensation. The pH. Reaction rate is pH dependent, as we also know. A minimum pH for hydrolysis is 7 and for condensation is 4.5. Solvents. The polarity, dipolar moment, viscosity, protolytic and non-protolytic properties are important for the reactions taking place. Non-polar solvents stabilized polar gel by hydrogen bonding. Non-polar solvents are better for systems which are not completely hydrolyzed. Network formation. During reaction, object will grow, however a gel may not form. As the sol aggregates, the viscosity will increase until a gel is formed. The sol gel transition gel point is reached when a continuous network is formed. The gel time is determined as the time when it is possible to turn the container upside down. All fluid is kept in the gel and the volume is maintained. And last but of course not the least one is large spherical silicon dioxide particles, high pH, low water potential and high temperature. This is all about my topic. Thank you so much. Allah Hafiz.